for our party. In a collective manner, the Politburo and Central Committee was able to discharge the political and organizational tasks, the preparation and the conduct of the 24th Party Congress in a successful manner. In doing so, the contributions made by the coordinator of the Politburo and Central Committee, which is an extraordinary responsibility exercised by Dr. Prakash Mehra, with a very important role in addressing political, ideological and organizational tasks connected with the holding of this 24th Party Congress. Comrade Yechuri had to be in hospital in critical condition for a long time. Even when Comrade Yechuri was treated and we were expecting his staging a comeback with strength, health, we used to, Comrade Vrunda Kara used to regularly coordinate the treatment of Comrade Yechuri. And we have had discussions with Comrade Yechuri, how he should take care of his health well and don't accept too many programs, and we should go only the necessary state conferences as part of the party congress. But parallelly we were working. The Politburo and Central Committee was collectively working. Even the Central Secretary was also very active during this period. So we have shown this party, an extraordinary party of the working class, of the peasants, of toiling masses. When called upon, this party is capable of addressing and working in extremely difficult circumstances. An occasion like this, I am not expected to make a very easy situation. I know as much as you all know. But we should recall, this party congress has turned out to be a party congress of unity and consolidation. We have had detailed discussion, introspection, critical and subjective assessment. Some comrades during the course of the discussion said that very, very candid self-criticism made by the Politburo we appreciate. And some comrades demanded that this practice should continue. Now we have set out our political task. And when you compare this party congress with the earlier party congresses, there was an extremely important new element introduced in the working of this party congress. That is reviewing the tactical line, the implementation of the tactical line charted out in the last party congress. Where it succeeded, where it suffered setbacks. So only after having examined the working of the tactical line during the last 3 years, the new political solution needs to be discussed and formulated. So Central Committee, as has already been explained, first of all reviewed the implementation of the tactical line. On that basis, we have discussed the political solution, which is the document which sets out the future course of action. This exercise we have successfully taken. And the direction is very clear. The task of the progressive movement, democratic movement, working class movement is to do all that is possible by mobilizing all sections of society who can be mobilized to defend constitutional values, to defend democracy, to defend secularism. The threat of the neo-fascist tendencies from the ruling classes, the triumvirate of Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, and the person sitting in Nagpur, Mohan Bhagat, they are taking the country to the path of neo-fascist onslaught on the people of our country. where recently in the media we have been reading about how a popular film, a Malayalam film, in which very eminent artists are involved. It's an assault by Sankalpa. Organizer, the mouthpiece of RSS, continuously writes against this film. What was the sin of that film? In a small portion of that film, there are some references of the horrible, gruesome, genocidal attacks and murder, mayhem carried out by Sankalpa in Gujarat. Is there in the memory of everybody? There is a reference about that. But that film has been certified by the Central Board of Film Certification. Where RSS representatives, RSS nominees are there. They have certified the film. But the film, after having been released, when this became a discussion, there was threats issued against those who have worked in this certificate. I don't want to go into the details. Afterwards, there are continuous raids taking place on the premises of all those who are associated with this film. So, what is being pointed out in the political resolution prepared for the 24th Party Congress of CPIM, that neo-fascist trends are being displayed by the ruling classes in our country. This is being proved during the course of our party congress. While the party has set out the task of developing broad-based forces of democracy and secularism to come together to fight this danger that the Indian country is faced with, the political resolution also underpins the importance of developing the independent strength of the CPIM and left and democratic forces. We have also discussed to strengthen CPIM and left and democratic forces, we have to take up livelihood issues. The economic policies being pursued by the Narendra Modi government, the Hindutva corporate communal nexus that has developed in our country, this has to be exposed, and all sections of people should be mobilized in the fight, not only for restoration of democracy and secularism, but also for the livelihood issues of the people. So these political tasks have been identified. The organization review has examined the state of the party. This is the party, the red flag party, which defends the rights of the toiling masses. At the same time, we have to retrospect why still substantial sections of urban poor, rural poor, and toiling masses, how reactionary forces are able to attract them behind them. We have had a discussion. We have taken certain self-critical review, which will be after the new Central Committee meets, we will be taking steps in discussion with the state committees, how the decisions of the Central Committee, this 24th Party Congress, can be implemented. Rights and position of the women is very important. A great revolutionary poet said, half of the sky is held high by women. But we are a patriarchal society. The rightful position of women is not generally given to them. This party congress discussed this matter, and we have been systematically trying to attract more women into our organization. And not just symbolically, as a practical step, this party congress elected a Central Committee with a higher percentage of women representation. We only had 17% women in the Central Committee. This Central Committee, this party congress elected the committee where we have 20% representation of women. We don't claim that this is a very don't want to go into different aspects of the decisions of your party congress. In the forward march of CPIM, this party congress, this 24th party congress, is a landmark. Unlike previous congresses, in this party congress, a substantial section of the PB and CC is stepping down because of the age limit. It's a big challenge to the new PB and CC committee. But we want new generations to be promoted into the party. At all levels, we have to consciously do this. I am very happy to announce that those who comrades have been stepped down from some important responsibilities. The competence, the experience of all the comrades who are stepping down, they will continue to help our party in different capacities for the All India functioning of the All India sectors. Comrades, when we disperse from here after the public rally, we would be going as different party leaders. Those who have assembled here, we assemble here with a particular level of consciousness. But when we go back from here, we learn not just things through the discussions and debate. The approach of the communist movement is to learn from comrades at different levels, learn from discussion, learn from criticism. Not only from within the party, at different levels, we want to learn. We are willing even to learn from our critics, our adversaries. If they raise honest criticism on genuine ground, we are willing to take note of that, and if there is any need, we are willing to connect. That is how the working class party, the communist party will go forward. There are several declines in the strength and influence of our party. That is the reality which we recognize. But sooner than later, if we work together, if all the branches, all the intermediary committees, all the state committees, and there are class and mass organizations in which over 50 million members are there, over 5 crore members are there in various class and mass organizations. If we are able to activate all this organizational structure, we would be able to face the challenges that we are facing. In these few words, I conclude by